Okay, what's up? So this is going to be for my Aquarius risings or my Capricorn risings with late degrees. This is for those of you guys that have Taurus in your fourth house. Now, the fourth house, the themes are home, childhood, trauma, upbringing, family, mother, and put it like this. Ever since November 2021, there could have been a lot of crises and a lot of things that came up since November 2021. Maybe you moved around a lot, maybe you relocated a lot, maybe a lot of trauma came up, maybe a lot of trauma from childhood came up, maybe issues with your family came up, maybe housing issues came up, maybe issues directly, with your mother, or the lack of relationship with your mother came up. But regardless, issues within your fourth house came up. So this has been all about stability. Taurus rules comfort, wealth, luxury, and stability, and it's ruled by Venus. And when you have Taurus that is in one of your angular houses, which is your first, your fourth, your seventh, or 10th, it rocks your entire fucking world. And being that Taurus is in your fourth house of home, and all the eclipses were in your fourth and 10th house, over the last 2 years, it's been more of a focus of home, family, trauma, mother, childhood, all of that, right? The focus has been more on your private life than it has been your public life. So there could have been less attention taken off of your career or your status in the world or what it is that you do for a living or where it is that you're trying to go. And it's been more about focusing on your roots and where you come from and what's going on right now. And just keeping a buck. It's been all about you maintaining peace. Okay, you maintaining peace and learning that peace starts from not only within, but the environment that you're in. Okay, the environment where you lay your head down, where you decide to wake up, where you decide to where you spend most of your time, right? And it's also making peace with the past and where it is that you come from, right? Which could have come up. Maybe you moved around a lot as a kid. Maybe your life with your family was unstable as a child or growing up. Maybe your relationship with your parent was unstable. Maybe there was a toxic relationship. Maybe there was an abusive relationship. Maybe you just realized like, hey, there's a lot of trauma here that I need to unpack because it's if I don't take care of like house and home and my roots, it's going to affect how I show up out in the world. That's what's been going on. So the protection message that we have here, because there's a lot that's going on. But before I get to that, because while some people may have had like a past message, I feel like your message, as far as this week, is more of an upcoming message. Okay? So let's get into the message from Spirit. And you have two messages, which to me tells me that it's double the energy. Again, like I said, angular house. So the first one that you have is loyal heart. Are you stubborn or overly tenacious about an idea? Or have you become so attached to something that you just don't know how to let it go? Could it be that it's become so much a part of you that you wouldn't know who you are without it? Now is the time to look at outdated beliefs, old ideas, and misplaced loyalties. Betrayal is only a signal that it's time to prune away all who don't deserve your trust and have no place in your life. Be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. Let go of the old and all your attachments, because Spirit has awesome plans for you, so make some room. And then the other message that we have is round and round. Are you refusing to see your own personal responsibility for repeating lessons you don't need to relearn? You have to surrender now to the fact that you have the common denominator. You are the common denominator in all these repeat performances. Be happy, for this is a wonderful spot to be in. You can now see the cycles that you wish to exit. Once you figure out that you have the power to stop going round and round, you process the key to your freedom. Be good to yourself, because it's not about blame, but accountability. You have the abundant life filled with love and prosperity that Spirit so wants for you. And I'm not even going to hold you right off the bat, because especially combined with what's coming in, right? And I'll read that. An important moment around home domesticity or a family is here for you, Aquarius. This could see the final touches of a renovation, redecoration, or a final relocation move. If looking to get into real estate or see a change around it, focus on this now. If you need to step in and help one of your kindred, one of your family members, do so with a sweet touch. There's a chapter that's wrapping up Okay, everything you worked for is coming together, and over the last 2 years, your stability has been rocked. You've known no sense of peace. You've known no sense of grounding, especially with Uranus transiting the fourth house as well. It's been hard to plant anything and to secure anything. And the lesson that you need to take away from the last 2 years is peace. What does peace look like for me? And peace for you and comfort and security for you is your immediate environment. Now, for a lot of you, that needs to change. And for some of you, it may be such a drastic change where it's like going from coast to coast. It could be something from like going from like California and moving to Asia, or going from like Texas and moving to Chicago, right? May not be as simple as like around the city or across town. It could be literally cross country, right? Others, it could be a situation of having to set up boundaries where you cut off family members, right? Where you cut off things connected to your childhood, like a mother, like a family member, even childhood friends, okay? Even childhood friends. Others, it could be leaving your childhood location, wherever you were born. If you were born and raised in a location, it might be time for you to leave that location and go take stock and plant roots in a different part of the world. Regardless, everyone still has the same lesson. It's about your peace and your sanity and learning how much that means to you. And you've seen firsthand over the last few years what your life looks like when it's unstable, when it's chaotic, when you don't have it. So now that there's an opportunity for you to essentially have peace again and plant roots, where are you going to do that at? How are you going to do it? What is it that you've learned over the last 2 years? Like, show the universe you've changed, because it's not going to be while you're going to, like, the blessing here is that, yes, you're going to get what it is that you want on a basic level, and things are going to be okay, but it is going to ruffle some feathers, and it might cause you to have to maybe plot or plan and move in secret, or, you know, like, let's say, for instance, like, let's say you were born in, I don't know, Miami, and your heart has been calling you to move to Hawaii, and you want to do that, but you know, like, your family is going to disapprove of that, but like, yet the universe is calling you there. You go to Miami, you go to Hawaii, that is like where your life truly begins, and the abundance and the peace and whatnot that it is that you need. But it's going to take some finessing. You're going to have some uncomfortable conversations, or maybe move and plot in secret and then announce it later on. Like, there's something there where there's some sort of stealth required, or more so some sort of mastery. Because I want to make it less about deception and more about you being masterful, because you're experienced enough after these last 2 years to know what to do to place yourself on the best path. Because it's all about regaining control and regaining peace. All right? So definitely hope that helped. You definitely want to make sure that you go to my website, thealigningsouls.com, to book you a personal reading. They are 50% off. Take advantage of that while they are available until Sunday. Because, girl, this eclipse is going to be a doozy. It's going to be a blessing, but it's also going to be some things that ruffle a couple of feathers. So, go book your reading. Go book your reading. 50% off until Sunday. All the info is in the description box.